happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here with the March question of the month. I'm forgetting what month it is. Let's get straight into last month's question. Of course, we are gonna, go over last month's question, which was talking about tracking systems. So I was talking about how my old district, we had recently gotten some zonars, and they're using those in the buses, asking you guys if you use them and your thoughts on them, that stuff. First off, before I forget, Dylan Rathan, he made like half of one of his video. He went like 10 minutes on talking about it. Either that question or like the question before, I don't know, but I would like edit that whole part into here, but it's like 10 minutes and I don't remember the specific video, so I'll look for it, I'll find it, and I'll link it below if you are curious to see it. Okay, let's see. Okay, 29 comments, not bad, awesome. Okay, Caleb Garza, he said, the only thing my school has the tracking is for Verizon phones that they use if they need to call an admin or the bus barn office or another driver. Okay. GB Venom, he said, my district has Zonar, but no ID card system or GPS, and it doesn't seem necessary to me. Someone said a potty word. Not going to say that right now. Let's see. Okay, Big B Robinson, he said, I don't know if they track children in my district, but my bus aide told me that they track where the bus is going, so that would be a GPS built into the bus. One Shot FTW, he said, we don't have this one, and we don't have this on our buses, although it is a good idea to have a system that lets a school or district office who is stepping on the driver's bus, kind of like an automatic log sheet. It really isn't necessary to have a bunch of IDs. We have one for ID, lunch, library, and we could put money on them for the school's cafe. Awesome. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Nishan, Hero Man, nice big paragraph. Thanks, Nishan. Okay, we have zoners, and we use them for the drivers to clock in and clock out, and of course for pre-trips. Yes. I don't believe I mentioned it, but zonars for pre-trips are a go for me because that makes it a whole lot easier than having to go around and check every single thing. We have a GPS tracking system that's built into Zonar, which tells the yard where a bus is going and what it is doing, and I'm going to grab a drink here. We don't have an actual GPS system, though. And us students don't have to use our ID cards for anything bus related. We get student ID cards to tell you like check in and check out a book for lunch and whatnot. So yeah, back to zonars, I think they're okay, but you should still do an actual pre-trip in my opinion, along with the zonar, because technology doesn't catch everything. So yes, you need like a visual inspection, and just keeping everything on the zonar just makes it a lot easier than writing it down. Let's see, Tanner Fernando, he said, our district has Zonar, although we don't have the cards. Okay. Let's see. Brady, Futures Minion, he was first, or at least that's what he says, I don't know. I'll check in a minute. Dalek Supreme, he said, we don't have Zonars, but it seems like a pain in the butt whenever, because you have to bring an ID on the bus every day. My district doesn't do that, but we have trackers in the top, or at least the older ones, like on the 05 Bluebird All-American I wrote on. I don't think they're in the 2016 Visions they ordered. Okay. Let's see. Ross Buckner, he also wrote me a paragraph, thank you. Our buses and activity buses, tracked by Verizon Network, our GPS is just a little plastic box. Now mine on my bus I ride is a CE, it's under the gear shifter. Our boxes serve a lot of purposes. It monitors engine performance. The transportation offers also know what lights are going, what lights are on, how long the bus has ran, and if the doors are open. I have talked to my driver about it, and she said that she can also clock in and out, but for some reason ours doesn't work. Now I don't think we need the GPS tracking for our 273 buses. It is costing the district 10 grand a month. Me and my bus drivers think that it's too much money. That is true. Maybe for another question you could ask about the driving performance of the district buses. Okay, yeah, let's see. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, Ben Terrace, or Therese or something. He said, my district, Whitfield County Schools in North Carolina, we have a GPS tracking system on all of our buses, new and old, and 189 Thomas Vista Chevy. Ew. Ew. With a Zonar GPS tracking system that was that was on last year, along with LED lights and an Android tablet. And the new buses have Android tablets built into the buses' consoles with Wi-Fi access. Good, that's better than iOS. And Adam, Project 681, he said, I'd have to say that Zonar is a good idea. We have Zonar on our buses. Zonar on our. That's a tongue twister. And not only do we use it as a tracking device, but it's used to inform the transportation facility. It's 1:49 in the morning, so yeah. Transportation facility that drivers have done their pre-trip. More caffeine. It was a little annoying at first, but it was something easy to get used to, but the tablets just sound like a bad idea. Okay, and Dalek Supreme, I'm sorry. Apparently I was pronouncing your name wrong. Dalek. Delicacy. Okay, so this one is actually a submitted question of the month. Don't forget that in all of my videos, I'm about to sneeze, but in all of my videos I leave a video request form, so if you guys have an idea for a video that I should do, let me know. This one, if I'm not mistaken, it was submitted by Big B Robinson, and this is actually a good one. I don't know why I've never thought of this one. But buses that your district used to have, so like say 10 years ago, or 20 or 30 or 40. Now, thankfully, let's see, I moved down here to Texas in 2007, so I can't really say, that. But thankfully, I know someone who was actually in the district, and he has a YouTube channel, John Texas Street Man. I'll link his channel down below also. But he went to one of the local elementaries like 10 minutes from here, and the high school that's like 5 minutes from here. He knows the older part of the district that I don't. So thankfully, I'm going to rely on him. And I remember that we had talked about it at some time. I saw that he posted a comment on my video not too long ago, and I tried looking through our conversations, but I couldn't find where he listed out everything. So maybe, John, if you're feeling like it, you could answer, everything what we used to have in your era and not mine, because I can tell you what we have, and yeah, you probably would have no clue, and then, yeah. Okay, but anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and read you what he said. Okay, so I'll tell you what John told us, or told me that they had back when, and then I'll also tell you what I've seen them get rid of and whatnot. Okay, so I remember him saying that they were big into Fords. So he said that there were late 1970s Carpenter Fords. He said that, and then we were also big into we were big into, from my understanding, Carpenter, Superiors way back when, Wards, and Wayne's, Thomas's, Bluebird. We did all of them, all the big six. So let's see. I can confirm that he knows about Carpenter Ford, and then old IH Lodestars from Ward and Carpenter, and then yeah. Okay, so oh, hold on. There's more. Let's see. Does that say anything? Nope, that's about the neighboring district. Okay, so I do know that there were Carpenters and Wards and all that stuff. Okay, so here's what you guys are, some stuff that I know we've sold. Okay, recently, I think it was last year, they sold off the 1990s Bluebirds, like the early 90s, Bluebirds Internationals. I actually rode one in 6th grade, and if they would have sold it this coming up summer, I would have bought it, but they sold it last summer, so I can't buy it, and they start off the bids at $500, so they're super cheap. And John was actually going to buy one of them. I think he wanted to buy 548. I think that was it, because I rode that bus for one day until they switched us over to, what did they switch us over to? 544. So that's the one that I wanted to get, because those were real nice. Now, mind you, that was like a 1990 Bluebird 3800, you know, basic, yellow roof, no stop sign, all incandescent, but manual door, everything. That was just basic, and it was awesome. I have seen some Bluebird and Thomas S 1800s from our district. I know recently, or not recently, I don't know if they've gotten rid of most of them, but the Wayne 3800s from the 90s, and I think I have seen, I know I've seen a bunch of Wayne S 1800s from the district also. Interestingly enough, now every year, like I was saying, they do auctions to sell off the buses, and when I was looking at the auctions this past summer, I found out that we had a couple, but not very many, Amtran 3800s. I've never seen one of the Amtran 3800s before, but apparently they were used as handicapped buses, and they didn't get very many of them, but I don't know, I had never seen those, and I thought that was interesting how we bought those. Let's see. One stuff that I do know that we had, that I've seen a couple times, is we actually had a really good amount of Type A's, and the Type A's were not handicapped or anything. I don't know what we used them for, and John, maybe you can elaborate on this, what the old Type A's were used for. Let me see, I pulled up a couple old listings here. But I know that we had Ward GMCs, the old Ward ones. I've seen the Ward ones in person. I was able to find a Wayne. Here is a 1986 Wayne Chevy, and I've seen a lot of those. Let's see, where's the other one? I found one other one too. I don't know where it is now. Of course, but from what I have seen, from what they sold, and I've passed by all the different bus lots in the district. We have 4 different bus lots in the district, and I've passed by all of them. And at one of them, right next to one of the stadiums we would go to, they had all these old Type A's out there, so I know I've seen those. And yeah. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you guys about these, this picture from the 50s. There's old Superior. I think they're Superior. I showed a picture to some people way back when, but I can't find that conversation now. But if I remember, I will link that picture down below, and I will show y'all. This is a picture from the 1950s or 60s at the original high school in the district, with, how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buses. And there was another picture that went with it that had a close-up of the buses, but I can't find that, and I looked for it for a while. So yeah, that is what our district had, and like I was saying, if John does watch this, which I hope he does, please, like, read his comment, and then, like, you'll understand more of my stuff, and, you know, he'll also do that. And I mentioned this in another video, but I don't know. He also got married, so congratulations to you, John. Yeah, have fun with that. I don't know, does that sound too mean? Was I a little mean there? I don't know. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, I've already told him that like 1,000 times, too, so yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys used to have way back when, so whether it was like 10 years ago, or, 30 years ago, or, whatever. Yeah, so let me know that down below, and as always, next month I will read out, I will read out the comments that are appropriate for, I don't know what I'm saying. I just need to wrap this video up. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Right down here is a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know whether, I don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or, hold up, wait a second. You know how, like, you stretch that really far, and then you let it go, and then it hurts. Nah. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't get raped. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching.